Okay, let's see. I don't know. What do y'all think about the start screen? I need to add music to it. Maybe just something more entertaining than just me talking. But, okay, I don't know. We see. Welcome to my channel. I am the Kilted Cajun. Now, this is something I talked about in my last video, talking about Ahsoka and the streaming numbers and how a little sketchy it kind of seems to be. And this is a reason, this is why we find it a little sketchy. A lot of channels are talking about this, and this seems like a video I may have done already, and lots of channels have already done already. Like, we're repeating ourselves over and over. And no, it's not the same lawsuit. It's another one. This article from Deadline: Disney, Bob Iger, and Bob Chapek. Why does Bob Chapek look like Walter from Breaking Bad? Am I the only one that sees that? That's Walter. He's looking for minerals. Anyway, hit with another investor suit over fraudulent streaming costs. My goodness, it's one thing after another, one problem after another for Disney, for little Mr. Bob Iger, for everyone involved. Their stock is tanking as we speak, just going lower and lower and lower. Disney has been hit again with another lawsuit from investors over the alleged sleight of hand accounting the company used to hide streaming losses. They're losing millions and millions of subscribers every month. So, I don't know. My understanding that they've used the theme park revenue to keep them afloat, but that little bubble a few years ago, has it been 3? Oh my goodness, time is passing. Where everybody was at home and didn't have anything to do, that's when the stock prices soared, not just for Disney Plus, but also for Netflix, for Hulu, for all these other streaming services. And then, all of a sudden, people went back to work, and the little streaming bubble popped. Now they're understanding the ramifications of that, putting all your eggs in one basket instead of going to, I don't know, licensing. Go back to licensing. Go back to licensing. That sounds so weird. Go back to licensing out your decades-old, beloved, established IPs, movies. That's where you're going to make your money back, Bobby boys. And once again, let's see. Oh, hide streaming losses. And once again, some big names, Bob's past and present, are being spotlighted. Quote, plaintiff brings this action derivatively for the benefit of nominal defendant Disney against certain of the company's, this is a bunch of lawyer speak, certain of the company's current executives. Okay, it's a lawsuit against them. Strourbridge Investments. That's who this lawsuit's from. Strourbridge Investments in the August 23 filing. Oh my goodness, so the one back in May is a separate lawsuit. I was looking for the name of the company, but I couldn't find it in the article. This was against Bob Chapek specifically. It was a year after he got let go as CEO, and Bob Iger came back in to save the day and protect Disney from all the problems that he is actually the one that caused. But this one, I saw it a second ago. Strouberg. Why am I putting an extra R in there? August 23 filing over what it calls, quote, materially misleading statements and or omissions the company and top executives made over the true financial state of affairs of Disney Plus. You lied to your investors, and the chickens are coming home to roost. I shouldn't be celebrating, but this is entertaining. All the problems, all the derogatory, nasty things that everyone involved with Disney and their product, whether it's Lucasfilm, whether it's Disney, whether it is the animation studio, Pixar, have been saying about fans and about criticism. Well, I'm sorry. Karma's a dog, a female dog. We'll go with that. I'm trying to be more friendly on YouTube, people. To conceal, let's go on with the quote. Let's see. It says, bringing the action on behalf of Disney, the company itself is named as in the complaint along with past and present CEO Bob Iger, CEO Bob Chapek, and CFO Christine McCarthy, ex-Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution Chairman Kareem Daniels, and more top-level executives. To conceal these adverse facts, defendants engaged in a fraudulent scheme designed to hide the extent of Disney Plus numbers, to make themselves look good, to get investors to put in more money and lose, and to make the growth trajectory of Disney Plus subscribers appear sustainable and 2024 Disney Plus targets appear achievable when they are not, the New Jersey-based Mouse House shareholder claims. Oh, these are actually Mouse House shareholders. Boy, oh boy. Shareholders are getting upset. And that is where Disney's going to lose. That is going to be the only blow that Disney is going to pay attention to. Not from the fans, not from the criticisms, not from the people not going to the parks. It's going to be from the investors, because when you don't have investor money, you can't make things if you're not making enough money. The investors want answers because they invest their money. They want to turn a profit. And when they're not turning a profit because you fibbed, well, they get upset. They start getting attorneys involved and start taking legal actions because, you know, you sign contracts, right? Specifically, defendants used the newly created DMED. What is that? Did it say it before? Did I miss something? DMED. Somebody tell me what that means. Sorry, I have to clear my throat. To use newly created DMED to inappropriately shift costs out of Disney Plus platforms and onto legacy platforms. So they were, oh, that's creative accounting. I don't think you're allowed to do that. You know, I know if your regular, average, everyday person starts to do some creative accounting, the IRS starts to get a little upset. And they start sending you letters and just, you know, take whatever they want next time around. Oh, creative accounting is that's a no-no. Strasbourg states in the jury seeking complaint via its Wilmington, Delaware, okay, information. In many ways, none of this is new news. Yeah, because it happened already. And there have already been at least two, oh my goodness, two previous suits in the same vein. Like I said before, the phrase is, the chickens are coming home to roost. Spurred on by the pursuit of subscriptions over profits, the shifting of streaming costs and losses during Chapek's pandemic-plagued reign eventually was a part of the coup d'etat that McCarthy sparked in late November 2022. All kinds of lovely information. Move the respected. Okay, Disney stock, I mentioned this before. It is at a 9-year low at $84.39. That's not good. Let's see. Along with damages and restitution. Oh, lawsuit. Information. Let's see. Oh. Not that any of that means much to Stourbridge, it seems, even nearly a year later, stymied to some degree by the writers and actors strike. Iger's multi-billion-dollar cost-cutting, the pink slipping of 7,000 employees, and reorganization this year doesn't appear to have helped get the company back on an even keel. Yeah, instead of, you know, cutting costs at the upper levels, perhaps. Got to fill out that contract. You need that golden parachute, right? Instead, we'll try to make ends meet by letting people go. That's kind of slimy. In the company's most recent quarterly results, streaming losses, wow, how are you doing, everybody? Streaming losses moderated to $512 million. Moderated? And the company beat Wall Street forecasts on the top and bottom line. Disney has maintained it will still hit its projection to turn a profit in streaming by 2024. I doubt it, though some analysts and industry observers have expressed doubt. Of course they have. Among damages and restitution, among damages and restitution and other relief Stourbridge is seeking, the company has some very specific instructions for the Disney board and execs. Let's see what this is. Directing Disney and the individual defendants to take all necessary action to reform and improve its corporate governance and internal procedures to comply with, this is a lot of legal speak, to comply with applicable laws and to protect Disney and its shareholders from a repeat of the damaging events described herein, including but not limited to putting forward for shareholder vote resolutions for amendments to the company's bylaws and articles of incorporation. Pretty much saying, don't do this again. Put something in place so this doesn't happen again. Stop fluffing the numbers. Stop cooking the books. Stop making it look good when everybody can see that it's not looking good. Disney is not in a good state right now. It is, a lot of people are talking, it is on the verge of failure. They have not been able to make any sort of theatrical success this year. The streaming numbers, streaming services is not the way to go. Having an isolated streaming service for Disney Plus, that's not going to be sustainable for them. I don't see how that anyone could possibly think that. Licensing their IPs out to other networks like Netflix. I say Hulu, Disney owns Hulu, it's all a package deal. But when they licensed everything out to Netflix, Netflix had a much larger library of shows. So more people subscribed to Netflix, which gave them capital to purchase more licenses, which got people more subscribed. It's a nice little chain of events. It's a nice little circular motion. More stuff on Netflix, more subscribers, more capital for Netflix to get more license, rinse and repeat the whole thing. Everyone's happy, everyone's making money. You have customers that can go to one or two centralized places, watch the shows that they want, and Disney doesn't have to worry about paying themselves to stream their products on their own service. One lawsuit after another. Disney is falling down. The House of Mouse is going to be foreclosed. That may be hyperbolic, but hey, let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I appreciate you making it this far. And do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate you. Have a good one.